Hi everyone, I'm Marissa McNeese, today joined by reporter Lena Yost from the Chronicle Telegram. Thanks for tuning in to our daily coronavirus update. Lena and I are here today to bring you the latest updates from Governor DeWine's now daily press conferences in regards to the virus as it pertains to Ohio, as well as some updated numbers. We're looking at national, state level, and county numbers as well. We're going to update you on some business closures, everything you need to know for the latest updates on the coronavirus. Looking at some numbers today, as of today, March 18th, nationally, the numbers continue to almost double day by day, but we are looking at 7,038 cases in the U.S. with 97 deaths. Now in Ohio, Lena, we now have 88 cases, 6 in Lorain County. With those numbers, as they continue to increase, Governor DeWine is enforcing more closures, and today, the update is now barbershops, any salons, hair salons, nails, tattoos, spas, all these salons are now ordered closed. I know, Lena, you were out today gauging the reaction. They were able to stay open, I think, through end of day today.
Yes.
What was the reaction?
Well, through the end of day today, they were open. So you're seeing a lot of people rushing to get their hair appointments done, which is relatable. I feel like we all needed to get our hair done. But
wish I would have made an appointment, but that's okay.
That's okay. So, I mean, like Great Clips, I know had some crazy wait times across Northeast Ohio. All the barbershops that we went into were actively busy. They were doing hair and talking to us at the same time. But, you know, they're really just the barbers and the hairstylists and the tattoo artists. They're all just trying to figure out, how am I going to pay rent? You know, how am I going to pay rent on this building, pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay the bills that I have coming up? Because there's not a lot of background. For a lot of hairstylists, that's their job. That's what they do. That's what they rely on. So it's really kind of, they're trying to figure things out. I know some of them were still just kind of, I don't know, they don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They might be good for another month or so, but if this stretches out into 2 months, 3 months, they don't know. They don't know what's going to happen.
Yes, and Lena, because the situation is so fluid and changing so rapidly, a lot of these hairstylists, tattoo artists are taking it day by day, not really sure how it's going to impact their day-to-day life. So I think we'll see how these closures are impacting workers and local businesses more as everything unfolds.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's not the only thing Governor Mike DeWine closed today. He also closed 181 B&B locations across the state. 5 of those will remain open. We're not sure which 5 those will be, but they will remain open to issue CDLs and renew for truck drivers, as that was seen as something essential to keep products going out on the road. Also, Governor DeWine asked the General Assembly to grant a grace period to those who cannot renew their license right now, and asked police not to issue tickets for expired licenses as long as that expiration date falls within, the time of the B&B being closed. If you need to get your license renewed and you can't because the B&B is closed, you should be okay for a little bit.
Yeah, and I know now, too, as well, Governor DeWine announced for businesses to take a few extra measures to protect employees in terms of screening, making sure everyone is healthy who is working on site. He announced, effective immediately, that all businesses should be taking employees' temperatures as soon as they enter the building, and employees should be sent home if there are any types of concerns in terms of after they get their temperatures taken. He also continues to strongly encourage those who do feel sick to stay home. If you have symptoms, you may not require testing, but to act like you have the virus, stay home, treat it as such in order to protect everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And today's news conference as well, it started a little bit differently. First Lady Fran DeWine had some things to say as well. Lena, what happened with that?
Yeah, it was a really interesting start to today's news conference. The First Lady started out talking about what you can do with children or grandchildren while they're home, and, how she is making noodles with her grandchildren or reading to them. But then it was this very interesting juxtaposition of Governor DeWine then coming up and using some very strong language with the coronavirus, probably the strongest we've heard so far. He called it a war against an enemy. He said, we are at war with a very, very lethal enemy. It was just some really interesting, strong phrasing that we've heard. And he is really just urging people to simply stay home. Not even if you're sick, he just wants people to stay home. He obviously understands not everyone can. Health workers, reporters, manufacturers are still working. But he is really just urging people to stay home as much as they possibly can and only do essential activities.
Yep. So that is all we have for our coronavirus update today, March 18th. Make sure you're picking up your latest edition of the Chronicle Telegram. And Elena, as well as all of our other reporters, have really been on scene giving you all of the best local coverage in terms of the coronavirus, how it's affecting us in Lorain County. Make sure you're following us on Twitter, Facebook, and we will be back tomorrow with another coronavirus update.